My client swore he was wheelchair-bound until his Exarch's Parker video went viral. The judge's reaction was priceless. After 12 years as an insurance defense attorney, I thought I'd seen every possible way people try to scam the system. Then came Michael Reeves, whose $1 million injury claim collapsed in exactly 37 seconds thanks to his teenage daughter's social media addiction. Michael claimed a minor fender bender had left him with debilitating back pain, unable to work, drive, or even walk without assistance. His medical bills were modest, but his demand for pain and suffering and loss of enjoyment of life pushed his claim to $1.2 million. During his deposition, he winced convincingly while shifting in his wheelchair. At his independent medical exam, the doctor noted he exhibited appropriate pain behaviors. He even had his wife testify tearfully about how she now had to help him shower 2 days before trial. Our paralegal was doomed, scrolling XX during her lunch break when she gasped loud enough for everyone in the office to hear. "Isn't this our plaintiff?" she called out, turning her phone around. There on her screen was Michael Part, our supposedly wheelchair-bound client, pair executing a flawless Parker sequence across concrete barriers in a public park. The caption read, "Dad showing us how it's done. Number Park hold number Noel admits the video had been posted by his 16-year-old daughter 3 days earlier and had already accumulated 1.2 million views." The irony of that number matching his settlement demand wasn't lost on any of us. We immediately filed an emergency motion with the court attaching the video as an exhibit. The judge scheduled an emergency hearing for the next morning. When Michael rolled into the courtroom in his wheelchair, his attorney hadn't yet told him about our discovery. I could tell by the confident nod he gave the jury pool. His attorney, however, looked like he was attending his own funeral. Judge Harmon, a no-nonsense former prosecutor with the legendary BS detector, began the proceedings by addressing Michael directly. "Mr. Reeves, before we continue, I'd like to show you something that's been submitted to the court." The bailiff wheeled a dong into the center of the courtroom and played the XX video. The color drained from Michael's face as he watched himself leap between concrete pillars with the agility of a man half his age. When the video ended, the courtroom was dead silent. Judge Harmon removed her glasses slowly. "Mr. Reeves, are you perhaps suffering from a miraculous recovery you failed to mention to the court?" Michael's attorney stood. "Your Honor, my client would like to request a brief recess to what counsel practice his wheelchair technique." Judge Harmon cut in. "I've been on this bench for 17 years and I have never seen such a blatant attempt to defraud this court." Michael suddenly stood up from his wheelchair. "Your Honor, I can explain, sir. The fact that you just stood up rather undermines whatever explanation you were about to offer." The judge replied. What followed was the most spectacular legal meltdown I've ever witnessed. The judge dismissed the case with prejudice, referred Michael for insurance fraud prosecution, and sanctioned his attorney for failing to properly investigate his client's claims. As we packed up our files, Michael's now former attorney approached me. "Did you know he was taking Parker classes?" he asked, looking shell-shocked. "No, but apparently 1.2 million Exarch's users do now," I replied. The kicker came 3 months later when Michael pled guilty to insurance fraud, his community service assignment, Palette Parker classes at the local youth center PERT. While wearing an ankle monitor, the insurance company framed the Exarch's video and hung it in the claims department with a simple caption, "Lines check social media." As for Michael's daughter who posted the video, she's now studying pre-law. Sometimes justice comes from the most unexpected sources, Barn, and apparently has excellent video editing skills.